I was already a high-risk pregnancy because my first daughter was born prematurely. And this pregnancy has been incredibly difficult. It was just before our 19 weeks that we went in to do an anatomy scan. They were taking a really long time on the heart, and it was the ultrasound tech, and she said, you know, I can't really get a good view of the heart. Let me bring in the doctor. And I was like, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to panic until I need to panic. And my doctor came in and she was like, okay, there's something wrong with this heart. We were sent right away. They got us in right away, like in 2 hours. We had our first echo and we found out that she had transposition. So I turned 34 weeks tomorrow. We turned 34 weeks tomorrow. We know that she's going to require open heart surgery after she's born. And
I think now we've kind of gotten past obviously we're still very scared, but we've kind of gotten past the initial shock and panic and moved into just, okay, let's find out as much information as we can. Let's try to be as prepared as possible. I don't want to hear any kind of words that I don't know what they mean when everything starts happening. And so I think we're kind of approaching it just like this is really the learning phase to get as prepared as possible.
Because I think that there's still I know there's a piece of denial, especially with me, because I'm carrying her and I'm like, she doesn't feel any different than any other baby I've carried. I mean, I've only carried one other one, but I'm like, she doesn't feel any different. She moves and her brain's fine, her development's fine, her growth is fine. And so you're like, oh, she looks like a regular baby on screen. And like you couldn't even, I mean, if you look, she has 4 chambers in her heart. Like you would never, unless you're a trained eye, you would never know that there was anything different about her. I mean, we definitely looked at like hospital rankings, and we have great hospitals in California. It's not that.
And the priority for us was like, number one, get the best care possible. And so once we made that decision, we knew that nothing about it was going to be convenient. With work, with life, like we have this apartment in LA, what are we gonna do? We have a dog, like we have another kid, and so I'm a lawyer and I'm type A by nature, so I won't buy socks before I've heavily researched like every pair of socks and like read all the reviews.
And so we made the decision to come here. That was a really easy decision, I think, out of everything that we decided.
Hey, Squishy. Hi. Looking around. You waking up?
So today Rosemary is getting her open heart surgery. She has transposition of the great arteries, as well as a VSD, a hole between her 2 ventricles, and some narrowing in the outflow tract that will become her aortic valve. So today we're going to move her great vessels so they go over the appropriate ventricle, move her little coronary arteries to stay with her aorta, remove some of that muscle underneath the valve that can cause some obstruction, and also close the hole between her 2 ventricles. Hopefully this will be a repair that will be a complete repair that should last her a lifetime.
So it's 2019 and we are back in Los Angeles, living back in LA. Rosie is 20 months and...
So she's a little bit crazy. Life is crazy.
I would say the most surprising thing about Rosie, I would say there's 2 things. The first is how well she's done and how she really exceeded all of the expectations for like her limitations and everything. And what a spitfire she is. Like her personality is...
You would never know that she had open heart surgery at 13 days because she's so active. She climbs on everything. She's a little daredevil. If she turns out to be a stunt double,
that would not surprise me at all. Like she's
fearless.
She is totally fearless, and it is just so.
Even if she did have limitations, we would not be allowed to stay within them because she would not care.
When we came home, she was on 6 different medications. But by 3 months, she was on 3, and by 6 months, she was off all of them. So, and the other thing is her heart has done so well, our cardiologist was like, we'll see you in a year. Literally said to us, remember this? When she was like, well, you need to thank your surgeon because she made an absolutely perfect heart. And she was like, I'll see you in a year.
It informs like all the decisions that we make, but it's also not something that's constantly on our mind. I think about her heart all the time. I think about it every time I put her on my chest, hear her heartbeat and see her breathing. But we treat her the same, you know, we go through life the same, we're just a little bit more cautious when something happens.
The whole point of everything is to get them living as full of a life as possible. And that's what I feel like the doctors at Mott did for us, and that's what I feel like was Rosie's outcome.